Hey, Brenner, we need to have a talk. Does your prehab mostly look like an assortment of glute bridges, calf raises, maybe some squats, and maybe you throw a plank in once in a while? I want to change how you think about prehab. I want to make your prehab better, but we can't change what we don't measure. So, in today's video, I want to give you a very simple, easy 3-test prehab running screen that you can do by yourself. You watch the video, you don't need me. Maybe you even record yourself doing it so you can watch yourself back so you can see where you might be failing the test. But more importantly, I want you to feel how your body responds to these 3 easy tests that I promise will only take 2 minutes at the absolute most. If you're real fast, you can do it in 30 seconds. Let's jump in. First test, if you've ever seen any of my videos, this will look familiar. What we're going to do is you're going to assess your hip mobility. This is it. I want to see if you can get into this hip position on either side. And I want it to feel loose, easy, comfortable. If you really need to sit here a couple minutes, I would want you to be able to do that. What you're looking for this to be only a fist away from the ground on both sides. You can actually see how this is easier with my left leg, is harder on my right leg. I don't want one hip to be hiking up, and I don't want you to feel that you're bending over to one side. Why this matters is, can you see how if I lay down, it would look like I'm running on my side? When you run quicker, when you start to run faster, you need to be able to access these end ranges of movement in your hip. If you can't access this range of motion, this mobility, then you can't run faster because you're going to start running like a tin man. So this is the test. Can this heel line up with this knee? Do these butt cheeks stay relatively flat on the ground? And is this knee able to almost rest on the ground? Second one, again, if you've watched any of my videos, this will look familiar. It's because it's that good. Can you see already how this half kneeling tandem balance test looks like I'm running on my knees? Now, what I'm doing is I'm deliberately putting this front heel in front of this back knee because this is inherently more unstable and harder to hold balance position. You then switch to the other side for 30 seconds roughly. If you can even hold it that long, some days I can hold it 5 seconds, and I know I need to do my correctives, and that will be in the next video. But what I want you to look for is, am I stable here? Is my hip jutting out side to side and then I'm losing my balance? Is my upper body swaying and trying to keep myself stable? And do you want to cheat with your back toes and try to make yourself more stable here? The reason you need this one is this is testing your single leg balance for the leg in the back, and it's also testing how activated this glute is. Your glute might already be strong from your other prehab and strength exercises, but can your body access that strength in a way that looks like running so you know whether you're ready to run or not? Third, and probably the hardest test, this one is looking at how reciprocal the running movement pattern is. Meaning you can see how this leg is coming forward to stride forward. The opposite side of the upper body reciprocates that motion. That's what this test is supposed to be. Now, can you see how this is no problem for me? This, I have a really hard time getting to those left toes. I also want you to see how I end up scrunching down a little bit. I can't keep my head level. Easy peasy, not a problem at all. You don't see my head bobble down. So that head bobbing up and down, the inability to get to my left toes, that's what I want you to focus on when you do this standing toe grab test on your own. And that's it, Running Fit fam. Those 3 tests, super easy. You could even do those before your next run because they will literally take you 30 seconds to pop in and out and go from one to the other. What you're going to glean from these tests is, do I need to work on my hip mobility? Test number 1. Test number 2, do I need to work on my glute activation? And test number 3, do I need to work on my hamstrings being allowed to elongate and get long in addition to that standing leg? Is it strong enough? Is that glute stable enough? Is that core coordinated and strong enough to allow me to reach my opposite toes? Like I said, that last test is a doozy, but it will pay off. Now, if you want the exercises for how to fix these and make these better, you're going to have to stay tuned for the next video because I have them coming for you. As always, Running Fit fans, thank you for being here. My name is Dr. Marie Witt. I am a practicing physical therapist, and I am going to dare you to train differently and reevaluate your running performance. If you want more things, I would love if you subscribe and check out my website, Dr. Whitfit, where you can find all this information and more. And I can't wait to see you in my next video.